Hi everybody, welcome to another video. Today we have another gaming test, but this time with the ASUS VivoBook 15. It's going to be our first gaming test. By the way, I could not run some of the big games on this because of the SSD limitations. Like Fortnite, Grand Theft Auto, I tried, but just not enough SSD space. So I'm going to start off with some of the smaller games first, and then we're going to have to upgrade at least the SSD before we can even try running games like GTA 5 or Fortnite, just because of the space consumption. Believe me, I tried, no luck. So here we are going to test American Truck Simulator first. So everything was pretty much on low. Anti-aliasing is disabled. And oh yeah, I wanted to focus more on RAM usage as well. Since you can always see the FPS right there on the Xbox game bar in the upper left corner. So it is running like 59, 60 FPS, even 61 at times. So this laptop is actually pretty good. Once again, it's pretty much low settings, anti-aliasing is disabled, mirror resolution is medium, and it's running it at 1080p right now. And actually, the ASUS VivoBook did a good job. CPU, of course, was 100% as expected. It is an i3 for this laptop, an i3 with a base speed of 1.19 GHz, so not the best. So I can see the CPU having a hard time with some of the bigger games. I was kind of curious myself, but unfortunately, like I said, just not enough SSD space. 128 gigabytes of SSD space. Let's say you want to do GTA 5, that's like almost 90 gigabytes. It just would not download, just not enough space. So CPU usage was like 85, 90s, mostly at 100. RAM usage though, so RAM usage wasn't too bad. So 75%, 74% of 7.8 gigabytes of RAM is pretty good. Not too bad. Especially if we upgrade this thing for if you upgrade this thing to a 12 gigabyte or 16 gigabyte, you should be pretty good. Oh yeah, keep in mind in this laptop it's supposedly supposed to have 4 gigabytes built in and then one RAM slot. So your upgrade options will be kind of limited. So I do have a 12 gigabyte RAM stick ready to go, but I won't do any upgrading yet because I know everybody will want me to test a lot of games. So my plan is this: we're gonna test some games with the 128 gigabyte SSD, the small ones, Minecraft, Roblox in the future, stuff like that. And then when we're ready to go, we will upgrade the SSD, and then we'll try some more games. And then after that, we'll upgrade the RAM, and then we'll try some more. So it really depends. Oh, I almost forgot to mention GPU usage 0%. The reason why it's 0% is, which is pretty interesting too, is this laptop has no dedicated GPU memory, solely reliant on shared GPU memory. So that is why you are seeing 0%. It kind of surprised me too, because most laptops actually, when you have like 8 gigabytes of RAM, it taps into at least a little bit of the share. It actually shows GPU usage, but I could totally be wrong, because in the next game you guys are gonna see. The next game, by the way, is League of Legends. GPU usage was still 0%. So this thing has completely no dedicated GPU memory. So if you guys saw the unboxing, I did put up the specs for that. But I won't put up any screenshots at the end of this video because you guys probably don't need it. Yeah, so you just have to know that this thing has no dedicated GPU memory, solely reliant on RAM. So I'm curious myself as to see how much shared GPU memory we can get with a RAM upgrade in the future. So the next test was actually League of Legends, and it defaulted to 720p. So it's actually pretty fun. So the first test was actually just against 5 players, me and 5 humans against 5 bots. So GPU usage was again 0%, and based on the FPS wise, it's pretty high, like 106, 107 right there when you're alone. So that actually drops down once you start fighting minions and other people. So you're looking at like 70, 80s, and 90s when in combat with others. Like I said, when you're alone, it's like 100 something. So I was actually pretty impressed. I know that people were telling me that League of Legends is not such a great FPS benchmarking game, but somebody still wanted me to try it, and I try to keep an open mind. So here we are. CPU usage was definitely 100%. That i3 10th gen, holding up pretty good. But in the future, I am expecting it to crash with the heavier title games, just because of the slow base speed on this thing. But yeah, RAM usage was like 69-70% of 7.8 gigabytes. So in my opinion, the ASUS did pretty good. And I do apologize for the screen. It was kind of hard to get a good angle on this laptop screen here. Recording with the camera, it's starting to get tricky, but the reason why I like recording from the outside, like camera, and you can kind of see the monitor or the screen, is because it's kind of like shows you what I'm seeing when I'm playing. If I did a capture card thing, I feel like it would just be different. At least here you guys can kind of see the viewing angles of the laptop. So it was pretty cool. Fighting against bots, piece of cake, right? Yeah, so I'm going to show you guys a test against people. We got pretty much slaughtered. We got slain. I think they say slain here, but we got slain so many times. They're pretty good, The reason why I had to put up the bot footage first was I guess you have to be like level 3 before you can even play against others. So once I reached like level 4, I think level 5, I jumped in and started playing with other people, and it was embarrassing. We just got destroyed completely. It's just a tough game. They're just really good players, and I was trying to go for simplicity's sake, and I was kind of focused on this video. So I was paying more attention to the specs and stuff, and we got destroyed. So yeah, here we go. We're almost done with the bot footage here. Yeah, I didn't even realize this was a 10-minute video. This is pretty fun, so shout out to the person that recommended the League of Legends. I don't think I'm going to play against humans for a while because, just people are just so good. Bots are more predictable, of course. Difficulty was intermediate, so it wasn't too bad. But, yeah. So 720p again. This time, we went up against people. So I think I was level 5. And, so I jumped in and pretty much got destroyed. Once again, GPU is 0%. RAM usage, like, you're looking at about 5.2, 5-ish, 6-ish area for RAM usage. CPU was pretty much at 100%. Oh, I did double check the base speed. So I did click the the Xbox game bar to double check the CPU, make sure that my facts are right. And yeah, base speed for that thing is definitely 1.19 gigahertz, which is, especially if you're going to be gaming. And, every time I say this, I know we're going to end up testing more games, but the ASUS VivoBook 15, I don't think is really a gaming laptop. Like League of Legends is not that intensive in my opinion, but I know everybody wants me to test all these different games, so I do have like a whiteboard listing like which laptop and what games to test, and then like when I'm gonna do the upgrade and stuff like that. Because the limited amount of space on the SSD is just kind of a hassle because I have to run the math. Oh, okay, what games can I fit in right now? What games can I fit in, with this SSD without doing any upgrades? And then like for the bigger titles like modern Call of Duty Warframe, that's gonna be a completely different story, but I think at the current state of this laptop at 8 gigabytes, I don't think it'll do. I think we're going to have to go 16 plus 4, 20 gigabytes of RAM before we can run something like the Call of Duty Warframe. I'm kind of curious myself as to see. Somebody did request World of Warcraft. I am working on that as well. And Roblox Vehicle Simulator on the Acer laptop as well. So I will get on that as well. The CPU comparisons too. Yeah, just give me some time, you guys. And because I do want to unbox some Optiplex, that's definitely on the top of my list. I want to upgrade some power supplies. And because I know people have been asking. We actually kind of became like a gaming test channel for some reason. Even though I was kind of planning on, making more videos on how to upgrade stuff. But it's been pretty fun because running the different types of software in games, it's taught me a lot. And it's helped me understand the hardware a lot more. So, apologies to the guy requesting emulators. I just don't do emulators. It's just not my thing for emulators. Plus, I could get in a lot of trouble just for running emulators on my computers. But yeah, I am trying to accommodate everybody's comments. But definitely thank you to all the comments. A lot of ideas out there. If I had more time, because I do work 2 jobs to keep up with this hobby. If I had more time, I would definitely like make a video every day if I could. But since I cannot, I'm trying my best to test all these games because most of the games too, like I have to go through like a trial. Like for example, League of Legends, I have to make sure I'm a certain level before I can play against humans. Because it's definitely making a video when I just do a test with like bots or something against people. There's gonna be FPS drops. It's gonna be more demanding on the computer. So it's pretty awesome. So I do appreciate everybody's comments once again. Thank you everybody for watching. Take it easy.